All right, we're ready to get started. Okay. Good afternoon, fellow members of the San Diego County Bar Association. My name is Alicia Aquino. I'm the owner of Aquino Trial Services, and I'm here to share with you all the tips and tricks of Canva, which is an amazing tool that can help with the marketing of your practice. If you're a board member or volunteer with the local bar association or nonprofit, and everything in between. Canva is like Photoshop on steroids. But the amazing part is that it's free. You can access it on your desktop. You can access it on your cell phone. And every project that you're working on, whether it's the desktop or your cell phone, it syncs immediately. There is a paid version which runs about $12 a month, and I'll go over a couple of the features that's included in the paid version in a bit. I found out about Canva probably a little over a year ago, and I use it at least 3 or 4 times a week. And they're making updates constantly. They're making it even easier for us to be able to manage our own social media content. Before we get started, by a raise of hands, or actually, if you could drop your answer in the chat box. How many of you are solo or come from a mid-sized law firm? How many of you handle your own website design? How about your social media content? Do you do it yourself? Do you have your paralegal help you out? Or do you hire somebody? And at what cost? When I worked as a paralegal for a couple of law firms, I helped out with, the flyers and PowerPoints and the business development, a little bit of the social media, but for the most part, they always hired somebody to help with the blogs and I know that it comes at a very high dollar amount. I feel like these legal marketing companies, they're like, oh, you have a law firm, you must be rich. Let me charge you thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's the great thing about Canva now, is that there's thousands of templates. And if you are thinking of something, somebody's probably already created it and the template is there. And now you don't have to spend the money on a graphic designer. Everything is drag and drop, and you never have to start from scratch. You can literally create stellar social media content in seconds. I'm going to share my screen and let's dive into the presentation. Okay, we have the website up. Again, it's Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Here is what it looks like. And I'll just kind of scroll through the general understanding of how it is. So you can easily create, what do you want to create? Do you want social media content? Do you have a public speaking event? Do you have a fundraiser? So we have Instagram post, and typically whatever is trending that month is what the posts are automatically, or the graphics automatically generate what's trending. So here we have Facebook post. If you're starting off with your new firm, you can use the logo generator, posters, flyers. Think about all the events that we attend. I use Canva for that. Instagram stories, your presentations. If you want to use instead of PowerPoint, the infographics, I think this is really helpful for attorneys. Things to consider. When you get into a car accident, what are the first 5 things that you should do? Or 3 reasons why you don't provide a recorded statement, or how to request medical records. It could be anything from divorce, personal injury, just something that personalizes your practice, that your followers on social media, how can you educate them? How about with COVID and public assistance or landlord-tenant issues? You can just educate using the infographics, and then you can personalize it by adding your logo or your website. So really great stuff on Canva. The animated social media, I know it says animated here, but don't let that distract you because basically everything that you see on Canva, you can animate. And I'll show you that here in a bit. So again, cards, stories, YouTube thumbnails. Is anybody else getting excited or like overwhelmed with the amount of information that's here? Virtual backgrounds. I'm going to show you how to create one of those here in a bit. So on the left-hand side, we have all of my designs, recent designs. The paid version, you can create a team. So say if you want your legal assistant or if you want to hire an outside marketing person, it syncs with, they could create the content, share it with you, and then you're able to see what they created for you. And you're like, oh, I don't really like this saying, or you know what, this is a really good point 1 and 2 and 3, but I want to slightly change number 4. And you have the ability to change what they already created. So that's a really cool option. The brand kit, this is with the paid version. But when you upload your logo, it automatically finds the palette, the color palette. And so all of your flyers and social media post, it's going to kind of hone in on what your colors are based on your logos and based on the color in your logo, which I think is really cool. They just added this a couple weeks ago. I'm super excited about this. So in the content planner, after you get all your post, you know, the content and planning it and actually posting it is sometimes the most time consuming, right? I know sometimes for me, it'll may up to like an hour because I want to, it's not necessarily so much creating the image, but okay, what do I say? And then, oh, it's Tech Tuesday. Wait, I forgot to upload it. So now I have to wait till the following Tuesday. With this content planner, saves everything. So you literally just put the date, you add, do you already have the design or do you want to choose a design? And then you let it know the date and time. Which platform do you want to post it to? LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You literally can do this on Sundays and your social media content for the entire week is already taken care of. This is a huge time saver for those that are handling their social media market themselves. All right, so let's have some fun and start creating. I actually asked a couple of attorneys if I could use their headshots and their logos so I can make this more of a realistic example for you guys. So let's start with LinkedIn. We all have LinkedIn, right? And we should be customizing our LinkedIn. Yes, our headshot, most important. One suggestion, if you have a headshot from 15 years ago, it's probably a good time to get it updated. But you can also personalize your banner. So here's just a couple of examples of, you know, are you a foodie? Are you professional? Are you in hotel, hospitality? Let's see if we like any of these. I'm kind of thinking like San Diego cityscape. Okay. Do you see cityscape? Okay, that one's not bad. But I'd really like it to be San Diego cityscape. So what if I type in San Diego? Do we have anything? No, but how about cityscape? Okay. Let's see. Let's actually pick this one. Okay. I wonder if there's a photo that I can grab from somewhere else, which I've already done that. And for this presentation, for convenience purposes, I've already created a folder. And so I have the logos and the images that I'll be using already saved here. So I actually have some really cool San Diego shots in here. And I am going to see when I hover over it. See, it's literally, so that's the old one. And this is the new one. Boom. Well, it's not a photography. For this, let's say Lillian Hayes. Personal injury attorney. And you see how the font kind of went over So there's two things that I can do. I can expand it, which works great. And you see, I can just literally drag and drop it. I can move it. Now, black and white, I kind of like the color, right? So let's see if we can change that back. In color, let's see, it's probably edit. And see, there's a filter. There's all these filters that some of them, I don't know what they do. But this says it's glitch. So I probably don't want glitch. And if I just do none, it turns it back to the original. So I kind of like that. Okay, the next example, let's say you're running for a position with one of the legal associations or the San Diego County Bar, and we want to share that with our network and say, hey, vote for me. So let's create a quick graphic for that. So let's do create design. We'll do an Instagram post. And I wonder if we type in vote, what happens? Vote for me. Okay, nothing specifically that says vote for me, but I'm sure that we could use one of these. Let's see. How about, we'll see if this one works. Okay, so we're going to use this. We'll call it for Craig Benner, STCBA. He's not really running for STCBA, but just for this example. Okay, so we'll drop his picture in there. And this is kind of kid font, so let's do change it to 2021 SDCBA Board of Directors candidate. Please vote for Craig Benner. Let's change this because I do not like that. So just come up here. Oh, school bell. That makes sense. How about Archivo Black? Okay, that one's not bad. See, easy. You can also animate it. And if you wanted to add his logo in the corner, then you can easily do that. So that is another quick example of an Instagram post. Next example I'm going to show you is virtual backgrounds. We all love virtual backgrounds. And the most important thing about a virtual background is we want to make sure that it's professional. A virtual background says it's a very strong, or can be a very strong statement about us, right? So if I type in virtual background, you can see that there are some already. We'll just say this one looks pretty professional. And how about I want to add my logo? How do I do that? Let's see. Let's see whose logo I have in here. How about Jillian? So you see if it wants to automatically take up the whole thing. I just click it once, it drops it in there. So I can put that in the corner. What if I want to add her photo? I can put it in the corner that way. Sometimes people like to have a header on their top, so it stands out. So if we did that, we're going to add an element. And let's do this. So we don't want that black. We probably want it white. So we'll do white, and we'll change the position. We'll move it back. And now there's her logo. How does that look? It could be better. I would probably crop this a little bit more. Let's see. So crop the photo. I think it's just a little bit too long of a, let's see if this other feature works. So I love, this is a great picture of Jillian, but the background, I wonder what it would look like if it was removed. So there's this cool thing, edit, background remover. So there's tons of apps out there that you have to pay for it. And this is included in Canva. So let's see what it does when we ask it to move the background of Jillian. And it may just look like she has a floating head. I don't know, but it may look really good for this virtual background. Let's see. Oh, do you see how that worked? So let's maybe move this up. All right. How does that look, guys? Pretty good, huh? So when she's appearing on a meeting, it says her law firm. It's a photo. What you can also do, instead of the photo, you can put phone number, website, social media, hashtag, whatever you want. You can customize this. And then when you download, just make sure it's the PNG. And so you can, if you want the JPEG or the PDF, but PNG is really going to make the best quality for you when you download that. So that's the virtual background example. Okay, the next example I want to show you is how to create a flyer for, say, a virtual event. It could be a summit, it could be a weekly webinar, it could be an educational component, but let's type in speaker, see what pops up. Perfect. Let's use this, for example. Let's say the San Diego County Bar Association, they have an upcoming event and they would like to highlight their speakers. This is perfect. So let's call this, that is a horrible text or font, sorry. Preparing, I'm just gonna say, preparing your witness for trial. Let's change the font of that. It's still a little bit too big. Change it from 96 to 80. It's not really my favorite. And as you get more familiar, you'll kind of learn which fonts you like. You'll notice in the top, I kind of always gravitate to this Archivo Black. I just think it looks really nice. You want to stay away from the thin fonts, the ones that you can't really see, or that the font like this, it's really squished together. I like Horizon too. Just keep Horizon for a minute. And you see it's still squished, right? So if you change the spacing, the line height, there we go. All right. So preparing your witness for trial. What's the date of this? How about we put March 1st, 2021. What time? Let's say March 20 at noon via Zoom. Change that font. Okay, and let's change the speakers. Let's go in my folder. Let's see which attorneys I have in here. See how easy that was? Now it is cropping their head off, so let's see if I can change that. See, I just double click and I move it so it no longer crops her head off. I have one more speaker. Let's do Jillian. Put her head in there. Again, it crops it. And I'm not really a fan of this brown, so let's change it. I click on the brown. And how about purple? The same thing here. I'm going to change the color purple. speaker name. You can put their law firm. And I do not like this font. Plaintiff attorney. So obviously you can see how to customize it. We literally did that in probably less than a minute. Just change the font, link in the bio. Okay, that doesn't look bad. I may even, I don't know, it depends what association it's for. So if it was for the bar, I would probably make this blues. If it was for, say, women on boards, their colors are red, I would probably make it red. I would also add the logo for whatever association is hosting, or if it's a law firm, maybe down here I would add the logos of the firm. Let's see how that looks. See how the color of that firm is blue. So probably what I would do if all three attorneys were from that same law firm, I would actually match this to the logo. And so the desktop version is not identifying, it's not matching the color palette. So that doesn't help. On the cell phone version, it's a little droplet, and you hover the droplet over the image and it automatically captures that specific color. But for this example, let's just pick a blue that's close to this and see what it looks like. That is actually pretty close. And the gray, I don't know, it's not really standing out to me. How about let's make them, nope. Maybe how it was is just fine. Okay. So you can see and add the law from there. How about Jillian? Do I want to add her logo? I can put it in the bottom and the top. And again, because everything you can just drag and drop. And that is how you would create a quick flyer about your next upcoming virtual webinar. Okay, the next tutorial I'll show you is how to create a YouTube cover art. I love to see the attorneys that are getting creative with YouTube channels. This is great. I think you're really making a difference. You're connecting with your clients, you're connecting with potential clients, and you're educating the community. So let's type in YouTube cover. Perfect. Channel art. And let's kind of get an idea. Okay, we're going to have an attorney, maybe their logo. Does anything catchy? And for this example, let's maybe do Divorce Tips 101. Okay. So we select this. We obviously want to change the picture. Let's see what I have. Let's maybe do this one. Okay. And let's play with the font and the text. This is what I love, that there's so many different options in here. And so it really helps make the creativity just kind of come to you. You're like, oh, wow, that would look great. So only because it's orange and this is orange. Let's do this. I said divorce tips. And so I just have to change the font. Ooh, 277. Now, do we want to say 101, divorce tips We'll just say divorce tips. And maybe if we do want to add, oh, how about this? Divorce tips. Julian Hayes. So we can move that around. And it would be kind of nice to have her photo on there, right? We want to make it contrast. And so you see how that's grouped together? I can't just move one box or the other. So I have to ungroup it. And when I hit ungroup, then I can move it. Let's change this. We can say follow us, subscribe here. For more tips and tricks, check out blah, 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 blah. It could be your tagline. So divorce tips with Jillian Hayes. Watch us live every Friday at noon. www. Whatever it may be. And that could be your YouTube channel. Okay, another quick example of how to update a infographic or a flyer. This is actually one that I created a while ago. Let me blow it up for you. It's for a membership drive. So 5 great benefits of joining the San Diego County Bar Association. Networking, leadership, continuing education, referral network. Obviously, I didn't put the text in there, but I just wanted to give you an idea, right? So the colors look great. I just dragged and dropped some professional photos. But the thing that really stands out is this strawberry looking weird thing, right? So I want to change the colors. So I kind of like the green, it goes well. So let me change all the green. And this text, I can't see when I click it, it actually shows that it is grouped and I can't change it if it's grouped. So I need to ungroup it. Then I can delete part of it. And now I can change this. Let's see. How do I? Nope, I want to keep that there. But nope. Sometimes Canva has a mind of its own. Okay. Going now. Voila. I'll do full screen for you. And you can see it has the animation. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. That's all the time that we have for. If you have any questions regarding Canva or other really cool apps to help grow your practice and market your business, please let me know. There's my information. Or you can also follow me on social media at Aquino Trial. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the presentation and we'll chat with you soon. Take care.